Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to Blessed and Highly Flavored. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're making a really good, really easy, really off the hook chocolate cream pie. So come on with me and I'll show you how to make it. So we're gonna need whole milk, some heavy cream, walnuts, graham crackers, sugar, vanilla, cornstarch, 4 eggs, butter, some dark chocolate, and some salt. The first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 350. And then go ahead and start making our cookie crumb mixture. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take some walnuts and kind of just crush them in my hand. Also take your 7 graham crackers and just crush them up, help the food processor out a little bit. Alright, so that's good. So now in a food processor, go ahead and just pop the ingredients in and pulse it until it becomes a really good cookie crumb texture. If you don't have a food processor, go ahead and just put it in a paper bag or plastic bag and pound it out until it's the consistency you want. Looks good. Alright, so this is how it should look. Looks good. Alright, next is 5 tablespoons of butter that we're going to mix. Melted butter we're going to mix into this mixture, and just using a spatula, go ahead and just kind of incorporate everything together. It's a really easy crust. I mean, 3 ingredients, and if you don't want to use walnuts, if you're allergic to walnuts, you can go ahead and use just all graham crackers. Just substitute the amount of walnuts with the graham crackers. Alright, so this looks good. So let's go ahead and take it and put it into a pie dish. I usually use I like to make little individual ones in ramekins. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and make it in a pie dish. So just go ahead and pat it down with your spatula in the beginning. And then just use your hands to make sure that everything is evened out. Looks good. Alright, so you can see it's about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. So go ahead and put it in the oven for 15 minutes until it's kind of crunchy. It's not completely settled until it cools off, so don't touch it because it's going to crumble up if you do that. So in a heavy bottom pan, go ahead and add 2 1/3 cups of sugar. And then we're going to also add 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Alright, and just make sure that you get everything out the cup, because it does have a tendency to stick. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put in a measuring cup inside here, because I'm going to separate the egg yolk with the egg whites, because all we're going to need is the egg yolks. We're going to need 4 large egg yolks. And the way that I do it, I just crack it in half, and then I kind of just back and forth, with the egg yolk until all the egg whites have fallen out. And then just like that, just pop it in there. So we're just going to repeat that 4 times. Alright, so here we have our beginning of our custard mixture. So go ahead on very low heat, continue just to or just start to mix everything together with a whisk. And you want to continue to whisk this because you don't want to make scrambled eggs with it. So on a very low heat, it should take about a minute to incorporate everything. And then we're going to stream in 3 cups of whole milk and just continue to whisk as you go. And you want to just, pour in a little at a time, maybe up to 5 different times. And then once all the milk has been incorporated, then we're going to bring it to a boil. So I'm going to bring it on high and then just continue whisking. The key is continue whisking. If you don't whisk, then the bottom is going to cook a little faster than the top, and it's going to be all clumpy and not really the consistency you want. So remember to always whisk as you go. Alright, so this is the consistency you want. So once it gets to this consistency, turn off the heat immediately and take it off the heat. Continue mixing so that it doesn't overcook. So now we're going to add chocolate. So in a bowl, go ahead and add 7 ounces of your favorite chocolate. I like to use 70% dark chocolate just because it's more richer to me. And then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And then just take your custard mixture, your pudding mixture anyway, and then just put it on top of the chocolate, butter, and vanilla, and just mix it up. And I like to just scoop from the bottom, move the bowl with my left hand, scoop from the bottom, move the bowl with my left hand, kind of like a slow mixture, so everything is really mixed in well. All right, so this is it. This is so good right here on its own. I mean, you probably, you can make it just as a chocolate custard, but it's just good. So go ahead and cover it up, and we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. And now that the both the crust and the filling is cooled, I'm just gonna go ahead and place the chocolate pudding into the bowl with the crust. Kind of just spread it out evenly, making it look nice, Same kind of technique what we did earlier when we mixed the chocolate. All right, this is looking good. A little bit for myself. Yep, it's right. It's on point. All right, so again, we're gonna go ahead and just chill this out, and technically it's about 4 to 5 hours to do that. So it's in the refrigerator right now. But so right before you serve it, you're gonna go ahead and make the whipped cream. I put 2 tablespoons of just granulated sugar and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And you could do this with a hand mixer if you don't have a stand mixer. And just mix it on high with the whip attachment for about a minute or two until stiff peaks are formed. Just like this. Perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and just spoon it on top and spread it out evenly. Just like this. Same technique as before when we put the chocolate in. I love cooking. Every time I have a rough week or something's going on, nothing's better than making something that, feeds not only your stomach but your soul as well. And chocolate pie, if you're having a down day, nothing like the Word of God and a piece of chocolate pie to set the tone. All right, so that's it. A little for me. And then the last step that we're going to do is just for decoration purposes only, is take some cocoa powder and use it in a sift and kind of just sift it over the pie and to make it look nice. Just a little bit like that. And there you have it, chocolate cream pie off the hook. Thank you again for joining me on Blessed and Highly Flavored. I appreciate you. Take care. God bless. I will see you again.